Hi everyone, Melanie here. And on this video, I wanted to show you guys how to write a winning solo ad in 3 simple steps. And I will also include the templates for you guys so you can use it as a guide when you do some type of solo ads. So my first step is, of course, I create my capture page. Now, I create my capture page before I actually write my ad copy. That's just the way I do it. I'm not saying that you have to do it, but I do it for a reason, and later on I'm going to show you guys why. So the capture page creator that I use is actually Optimize Press and Lead Page. Now, for some reason, these 2 capture pages work very, very well. However, the one to the left actually works better than the one to the right, and I'm going to explain why. So I've noticed that subscribers, prospects, leads, whatever you want to call them, they actually like the type of survey better than just having to enter in their email address. So let's talk about solo ad templates. Now, this is how I'm going to do it. I'm going to give you guys like a blueprint of it, of the subject and the body, and then I'm going to give you guys an example. Okay, so template number 1 actually worked very, very well, and I wanted to share it with you guys. So here we go. How to get X without having to do Y. Now, this subject line worked extremely, extremely well, and I'm going to give you guys an example. Okay, so remember when I told you guys that I actually create my capture page before I do my ad copy? Here is the reason why. I actually take my capture page and I look at it, and then I can create some type of ad copy. Okay, so like this subject right here, how to earn up to $3,000 per sale without ever having to pick up the phone, free. Now, as you guys can see, I actually took out the 3K, and I also took out without ever having to pick up the phone. So that's the reason why I actually create my capture page before I do my ad copy. Okay, so let's move on to the body of your ad copy. Again, I'm going to give you guys the blueprint, and then I'm going to give you guys the example after that. So here is the body that I actually use in my ad copy. Here we go. If you're sick and tired of XYZ, then this will be the most important page you will ever see. Now here's the example. Again, I'm going to use the exact same capture page that I used in my previous slide to do my body. Okay, so here it is. If you're sick and tired of picking up the phone for unqualified prospects and not making any money, then this is for you. And then I put my website underneath that. So I hit enter one time, and then I type in my website. Okay, so again, I used the content that was in my capture page into my body. Okay, guys? Very simple, very clean. Okay? Now, the second template that I use is actually the second highest converting subject line for me. So it finally worked. Now, for this one, I actually use a different capture page. And again, like I've tested it, and it's kind of flip-floppy, right? So what I mean by flip-floppy is like, you know how I use the surveys, and then I use like just the plain email. Well, for this one, it actually worked well with just the email. I don't know why. That's just how it is. So I would advise you guys to do some split testing with different solo ad vendors if you can, just to see what works best for you. And the subject line that I used was actually, it finally worked. The secret ATM generates traffic and cash on demand. So let's go ahead and move on. Now here's the body. Inside this XYZ, you'll discover how to get X results in Y time, C. Okay? So let me give you guys an example. Again, I'm going to use the exact same capture page, and I'm just going to take out bits and pieces and put it into my body. Okay? So here it is. Inside this secret ATM, you'll discover how to generate traffic and cash on demand in 48 hours or less. Then I hit the enter button, and then I put my website. Very simple, very clean. Okay? Okay, so now let's talk about signatures. Now at the end of my solo ad content, I actually do my signatures. These are the only 3 that I use if I do a solo ad or if I do a newsletter or something like that. And you know, this is just like the top one I use, as you guys know, in my emails. Okay, I use that a lot. Actually, I think that's the only one I use, if I'm not mistaken. You are greater than you know, and then I put my name. Okay, and then the second one is to your long overdue success. Now, before I changed my signature to you are greater than you know, I actually used to your long overdue success. And I mean, I'm not for sure if it had an impact on my subscribers, but for some reason I thought it did, because I feel that so many subscribers want that success, but they don't have it. So I'm actually saying your success is coming. Okay. And then the last one is to life without limits. Now let's talk about the PS. Now personally, I think the PS is important, but I mean you guys may think otherwise, but I think it's important to me. So I decided to give you guys the examples anyway, whether you care about it or not. I just wanted to give you guys everything, okay? Everything that I have done and am still doing with solo ads, okay? So here it is. P.S. Get it now while it still costs zilch before I start charging for it. Make hash, go here now, and then I put in my website, okay? That's the first PS that I've used. And then the second one that I've used is I won't be leaving this page up for long. Go here now, my website. Now I put go here now. I'm giving them a strong call to action. Like I'm telling them to go to my website. Okay, that's why I put that there. Okay, so let's go ahead and move on. Of course, you guys should know that you should always track your solo ads. If you are not tracking your results, you are wasting your money, your time, everything. So if you are not tracking your stuff, you're wasting your time pretty much. So I thought I would recommend a tracking company that I use, which is called Improvely. Again, you can Google the company, do your research on it. They're not cheap. I think the lowest plan is $29 a month, if I'm not mistaken. But if you guys have some type of budget, I have an alternative for you. So check this out. When I first started, I actually used track.me for tracking, okay? Because it's only $9 a month. Just $9. When I first started, of course, my budget was low. I really didn't have any money, and I used track.me. So if you guys cannot use Improvely, I would highly recommend track.me, okay? So again, tracking is extremely important. I'm trying to drill it into you guys as much as possible. I probably should have put this before all the other stuff, but I figured I'll just put it here now. The power of XYZ, which is pain. Okay, so let me explain. When I think of XYZ, I immediately think of their pain, whether it be for making phone calls, not being able to make money, wasting their hard earned money on these so called push button programs that don't work. Let's say you have a pain that you want to get out of, whether it be you need to make more money or you joined a program and it wasn't what you thought it was. So it's like you're wishing and hoping that you could find something better. Okay, and that's how I do my XYZ. So in the XYZ, I'm trying to find their pain. I'm actually giving them their pain, in other words. Like making phone calls is a pain, okay? Even especially if you're talking to the wrong prospect. And if you're doing all this work and not making any money, that can be extremely stressful. Trust me, I know, I've been there, and it is extremely frustrating. Trust me. So again, like the XYZ is that you're giving them their pain, what their pain is, and then you're going to let them know how you can solve it. In other words, I'm listing pains that my prospects want to go away with a simple system. Okay, so let them know their pains, and then I'm going to provide a system that will get rid of their pains. I think that sounded right. Yeah, that sounded right. So that's the power of the XYZ. Okay, I hope you guys understood that. Now, as usual, I hope you guys got some value out of the content that I just shared with you guys. If not, as always, I will try my best on the next video to provide you guys as much value as I possibly can. Okay, so that's pretty much it for this video. And as always, I hope you guys enjoy your day, and I will see you guys on the next video. Hi everyone, Melanie here, and on this video I'd like to show you guys 15 ways to get funding for any business using OPM, other people's money.